Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to Appalachian Tarot. I am so very glad that you have decided to join me for our weekly collective reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm very, very pleased that you've come, and of course, you are more than welcome here. I also want to welcome all of our cross watchers. This is a reading, though, primarily for the sign of Cancer, Sun, but however that resonates with you, Cancer, you are, of course, very welcome here. I also want to give a shout out to my Cancers because y'all have really been responsible, along with Sagittarius, for helping to grow this channel as quickly as it's grown. This is only my third week of doing readings, and we are already over 700 subscribers, which is just mind blowing to me because I didn't think anyone but a few of my friends would be watching this. So I am very grateful. In Cancer, it seems that I have resonated with you, and I'm very, very glad that you are finding value in these readings and that you are helping to grow the channel the way you are. And you are a beautiful, beautiful group of individuals, and I'm just very, very pleased that you're here. We're going to go ahead and begin with a Season of the Witch Oracle card, as we do every week. This just helps me get an idea about what the universe wants to say to you, Cancer. This is, as I said, a collective reading for the sign of Cancer, primarily sun sign, but moon and rising, of course, like I said, are welcome as well. As it is a collective reading, however, I need you to use your own intuition to know when the universe is trying to speak to you through me and when it is speaking to another Cancer. Because not everything's going to resonate, and that's all right. That's all right. You just go ahead and use your own intuition to determine when the universe is speaking to you through me and through the cards. And if it doesn't resonate, it's just for someone else who's watching. You know, this is not an individual reading, it's a collective reading. And I feel like I need to say that because I had a couple comments that were complaining that the reading didn't resonate. And I don't know what to say other than it wasn't for you. So, you know. Alrighty. You know, I think that's about it. I'm just shuffling. The universe has narrowed it down to 3 cards, but I don't know which one it wants me to use. And, oh, here we go. All right. You, Cancer, this week get fertilizing. Food is not the only thing that nourishes you, dear one. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. All right, my beautiful Cancers. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. Let's go ahead, we'll that sit right there, and see what the book says. Because not all of you are familiar with this deck, and that's all right. That's what the book is for. All right. Cancer. Your key word is mastery. When fertilizing appears in your reading, it shows that you are mastering your craft through diligence and consistency. You are a hard worker and have invested in your goal with single-minded focus. However, it's time to expand your efforts. As a plant grows, so does its hunger for fertilizer. So more effort is needed as your success grows and your goals expand. Now may be a good time to further invest in your development. Taking a class, finding a mentor, or engaging in research will help you to advance your skills. This card is one of mastery, and you are well on your way to becoming an expert in your field. If you pulled this card with Green Man, which we did not, it is a particularly encouraging sign, as it means you are on the right path and have the right mindset to match. Where did I put those other 2 cards? No, that's the wrong deck. Yeah, it was these 2. I just laid them on top. You also got the Lovers and Flower Crown. Okay? So this could be a love reading for some of you because Flower Crown represents eternity and the Lovers is obviously like the lovers. We're going to keep those on deck. I'm not going to read from the book on those right now, but I do just want you to know what the other 2 cards were. And I say that because I feel like we got fertilizing last week in your reading, didn't we? Was that the card that came up last week? I can't remember. It certainly came up in someone's reading, and it feels like it was a card that was meant for you based on your last two readings. With Cancer, I just get the feeling that a lot of you out there watching are just going to step into some amazing like self-empowerment, and that you are, what was the first reading I did for you? You're going to change the world. Like, you just have such a beautiful energy about you, Cancer. And I just want you to sort of meditate on that fertilizing card while keeping in mind the Flower Crown card and the Lover's card as well. I'm going to keep those on deck in case I feel like I need to consult them throughout the reading. But, I was going to put them away, but then the universe said, no, go ahead and pull them out. We gave you all three for a reason. And something about the fertilizing card, I don't know. I don't feel like that's the whole story. I feel like there's more to this. But we'll see. We'll see. I do want to apologize if I start coughing or sneezing or anything. I've been a little under the weather lately. It's nothing to worry about. I think it's just allergies with the pollen in the air, and then the weather being all hibbity-wibbity and all over the place, hibbity-wibbity. I don't even know what that means. I don't think I've ever said that before in my life. But it's just the weather. One day it's cold, the next day it's warm. It's just, it's spring. It happens. Okay, we're going to keep shuffling. But you just focus and meditate on that fertilizing card while I shuffle the tarot as we head into our Celtic Cross reading. Hey, Three of Cups. All right. Very happy energy. One of friendship and collaboration, one of partnership, one of the completion of like the first phase of a project or something. This is Cancer energy, so this is your energy, Cancer. This is certainly a card of, it's a happy card. It seems like you're in a very good place this week, which I'm very, very pleased for. I mean, I love it when all of my signs are in a good place. But Cancer, you're one that I'm rooting for more than most, just because I do feel like we have this connection, which was unexpected but beautiful. I'm very glad that we do have that. I'm just trying to figure out, Cancer, what this energy is. Maybe you're just growing your power like the fertilizing card says. I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh, you're blocked by the Eight of Cups. This is, again, water energy. It's Pisces energy specifically. Yeah, I do get the feeling that there's some work ahead of you that you need to do. That is, maybe Cancer, you have been, our last two readings have really been like very encouraging, and I feel like this could be the universe telling you, all right, but now it's time to get to work. I do get the feeling that maybe you've been overindulging in something. I don't know, though. This could also be that you are kind of letting go of things that no longer serve you, although this is blocking you, so I don't really... Let's just keep going. And I'm sorry, this could be that I'm sick, and so my mind is not quite as sharp. My intuition is a little blocked. You've been working hard. Your immediate past, you have the Seven of Pentacles. It's certainly the beginning of a process. This is there's still work ahead of you. I think you understand that. I don't think you're afraid of hard work. I don't think you're afraid of the road ahead. I do think that you're leaving behind limiting beliefs, and you're starting to, realize that there is this period of hard work that is coming your way, that is ahead of you. Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Queen of Cups in your immediate future if nothing changes. Yeah, I mean, you're doing what you're doing. You're doing right. I don't see any reason for you to change course here. There's absolutely nothing in this reading that concerns me. It just seems like it's a continuation of our last two readings, though. I don't feel like I'm getting any new information here. Maybe that's where the Lovers and Flower Crown come in. Let's just go ahead and... All right. The Lovers says, love lulls all sorrow and bewitches flesh, mind, and breath, reminding me that I am unafraid of the unfurling winds of my eternity. Perhaps the only thing more difficult than being your true self is allowing others to see you for who you really are. The fear of rejection can make you feel like you have to remain guarded or alter your truth to be more desirable. The need to shelter your heart is even greater once you've experienced heartache and betrayal, as your heart begins to fear the idea of love blooming again after it has shattered. God, ain't that the truth? It's natural to retreat for a time and mend the broken pieces, but the presence of the Lovers is a welcome sign that your heart is ready to experience love through a higher consciousness. Your previous relationships have taught you what isn't in alignment with your heart. Each prior experience offers you more insight into the type of relationship you are now ready to call into existence. Your pathway to true love lies in your willingness to be open and vulnerable. Do not be afraid to show the world who you truly are. Be willing to say no to those who cannot accept you for all your flaws and curves, cracks, and baggage. These are not the right people for you. Being vulnerable with others is like sending out an invitation to join your life party. Hey, that 3 of Cups right there. Those who show up to support you are the ones who will help you to grow and enrich your life with happiness. This message can likewise be applied to wealth, career, friendships, and your beliefs. All right, and then let's go look at Flower Crown real quick. Oh, by the way, the Lover's keyword is vulnerability. Flower Crown keyword, as I said earlier, is eternity. As with all circles, a flower crown represents eternity and the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. You may hear talk of this cycle quite often, and for good reason, as the rebirth cycle reminds you that nothing ever truly dies. What was is simply renewed and recycled into new life, perhaps taking on a different form, but with the essence of its power remaining the same. As with the gorgeous blooms of spring, you too can be restored. If you are going through a difficult time, know that you will receive a change in fortune soon. You are currently in a place of death so that something new and beautiful can emerge. Flower Crown is a card of hope and will often appear when you are losing faith. Remember that no cycle, good or bad, can last forever, even though it may feel that way at times. The presence of this card is a welcome sign that better days are just a short time ahead. In the same vein, if you have received an unusual period of good fortune, know that life moves in cycles and that you may soon enter into a period of pause and even stagnation. Take advantage of this fortunate time. Most importantly, this card represents karma. What goes around, comes around. Be sure to be kind with your good fortune and use it wisely, as the universe will reward your kindness with even better blessings sometime down the road. Okay, so the Lover's card... certainly to me it feels like is this 3 of Cups here, that you're ready to invite new people into your journey and that you're walking away from the people who no longer serve you with this 2 of Cups. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. I think you recognize there's still a lot of work to do, and that's where the fertilizing card comes in, and you're going to be fine regardless. I do get the feeling, Cancer, that you are entering this beautiful new period of your life where you are beginning to build your confidence in a way that perhaps... I feel like you're becoming more self-confident and you're beginning to trust the universe in ways that you have not trusted the universe in a long time. You're believing in yourself in ways that you have not believed in yourself in a long time. And that's very good. And I think I think these 3 cards were meant to be read in tandem, frankly, the fertilizing, the Lovers, and the Flower Crown. I think what is happening here is you are planting the seeds right now to manifest what you were always supposed to have. Like, this is your destiny here. And you may fall in love along the way if you're not already in love. But the Lover's card, as it said, it can apply to different parts of your life too. But it's about being vulnerable. And part of being vulnerable is in trusting in the universe and in trusting in yourself. So trusting in yourself that you are enough, that you have it in you. You have what it takes to succeed. But also trusting that the universe is going to provide. Okay? And trusting that, you are right where you need to be, that even though you're in this period of death right now, which I don't think you are. I think you're in the very early stages of a cycle of rebirth. But in order to be reborn, you have to, you have to enjoy spring. You have to have spring. We're just now in that season of spring. The flowers don't die and then come back to life on their own. They have to have sunshine and nourishment, and that's what you're doing right now. I think that you've been hurt in the past, Cancer, and I'm very sorry about that. But I do get the feeling that you are beginning to emerge from that period of stagnation in a very beautiful way, and that you're beginning to pour into yourself what you used to pour into people who were frankly not worthy of you, Cancer. That's what I'm getting here. And so this Three of Cups is you celebrating life, possibly with new friends, possibly with a new romantic partner. But you're really beginning to sort of step out. It's almost like you're pulling the curtains back after a long period of isolation, and you're letting the sunshine into your room for the first time. That's the image that comes into mind, as somebody getting out of a bed in a dark bedroom and just throwing open the drapes, and the sunshine comes pouring in and it renews their soul. That's what I'm seeing here, Cancer. You've been working on this for a while, but I think you're stepping into a beautiful, beautiful energy. Oh yeah, your consciousness is the Empress. Good on you. All right. Yeah, it's a very nurturing, happy energy. It's a kind, compassionate energy. It is an energy of abundance, of fruitfulness, of bounty in a lot of ways. You're aware. I think your whole perspective has changed recently. Like, you really are sort of waking up and realizing that, you're worth investing your time and power in. You're willing to, you, Cancer, are worth investing your own time and energy in. Yeah, I just see you stepping into your own power and you being really aware of just how freaking awesome you are. And that you're beginning to trust again. Other people, yourself, the universe, you're beginning to trust them all again. In your subconscious, though, we have the Ten of Wands reversed. Don't be afraid to ask for help, Cancer. Do not be afraid to ask for help, whatever this is. The Lover's card is calling on you to be vulnerable here, okay? And part of, asking for help puts you in a vulnerable place, but it's also a sign of strength because you have to be confident enough in yourself in order to reach out to others. And I do get the feeling that you feel like you're having to go this alone, but you don't have to. I think there are other people that are willing to help you. The universe is certainly willing to help you with this flower crown. And I really think that's what these three cards are telling you. The fertilizing card is you working on yourself. The Lover's card is other people working or helping you. So you helping yourself, other people helping you, and then the flower crown is the universe helping you. But what I'm seeing is like basically everyone's on your side. I mean, from every angle. And so don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to people if you're in need of assistance. Don't think that you have to do this alone or that you have to do it all. You don't, Cancer. This is going to be a lot of work. You may need to call in some spiritual reserves. You may need to call in some friends to help you with whatever this is. You may need a mentor. You may need, something along those lines. In order to get to your goal, in order to manifest your dreams, you're going to need some help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't feel like you have to carry this burden by yourself. Wow, you have the Empress here in your consciousness, and then in your control over the situation, you have the Emperor. That's just fantastic. So, yeah, this is about you stepping into your own power. You are really becoming whole and complete, pulling in the masculine and the feminine into your own being and into your own spirit. You are manifesting both of those in very positive ways. You have a very good outlook and a very positive, optimistic attitude about this. In Cancer, that's just fantastic. That can only bode well. What I see is that you're somebody who is looking to really step up their leadership. Like you're possibly entering into a period of leadership that you know with the Empress card here that you're capable of this. You know, in the first reading, I said you were going to change the world. Well, look at how this reading's panned out already. I mean, we have a card that represents eternity, and then we have the Empress and the Emperor both right here. I mean, look at you, Cancer. You're just really, I mean, golly, what a reading. You do have, you do need. There are some things you need to do, for sure. You know, the Emperor is fire, which is action, energy, movement, progress. You know, you're going to have to work on some things, and you have been. You know, Seven of Pentacles here is a card of having begun the work and diligence and all of that. So there's still work to be done. You're not afraid of that work. Good for you. Good for you. You have the ability and the desire to do the work. Good for you. Outside influences, the Hierophant. Okay. Wow. I think, first thing that came to my mind, the Hierophant is a card of, institutions, tradition, beliefs, like religion and politics, like those kinds of beliefs that we build our identities around, for better or for worse. Outside influences here, I feel like there is the first thing that might came to my mind is marriage. This is a card of marriage. This is to me like the officiant of a wedding. And with the Lovers card here, I definitely believe that some of you could be about to meet the person you are meant to marry. But generally speaking, I just think this is a card that there are people in positions of authority that are willing to help you. That, first of all, because this is sort of a spiritual card, it could have been this or the High Priestess, either one. I think the universe is saying, we got your back, Cancer. Like, we're on your team. So this is the universe conveying this. The outside influence is the universe, and they're on your team. But I also think that there are other people, possibly in institutions that you're not aware of, that you could possibly tap into and that you may need to seek advice from. This could be a spiritual leader that you need to have on your side. So, whatever your religion is, whether you're looking at an imam or a rabbi or a priest or a coven leader or whatever the case may be, maybe look to them for some wisdom and for some help. But this could also be, university comes to mind when I think of like the Hierophant for some reason. And maybe that's because in America, a lot of universities have religious affiliations, at least the private ones do. But also, there's a lot of tradition around universities, right? Some of these universities are very old. And so this could be a card of you going and finding a mentor at a university or at your job or wherever, going back to school or whatever the case may be. Certainly finding, kind of like how King Arthur had Merlin, like King Arthur was destined for greatness, but he needed a little help. Harry Potter had Dumbledore. Frodo had Gandalf. Why are these all men? I'm sorry. There has to be, Katniss had that drunken guy played by Woody Harrelson. Was it? Oh, I can't think of his name. Whoever the mentor is, you might want to seek someone out. But this could also be that, with the Lovers card here, you're about to meet someone. Your hopes and fears. You're afraid it's not going to work out, though. You still don't. You're starting to believe in yourself, but I do feel like you are being nagged by these doubts that it's not going to work, that your dreams aren't going to come true, that you're not worth it, that this doesn't happen to people like you. Pish posh. Pish posh. Cancer, you got this. The universe is on your side. Other people are on your side. I mean, literally, the Hierophant could represent God. I mean, God is on your side. God is on our side. God is on our side. God is on our side today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. I don't know why, but that was just the song that came to mind. And I felt like some of you needed to hear it. I'm not the best singer in the world. I will put my hand up and admit that freely. But sometimes the universe communicates through song. You got this. Don't be held back by your fears, Cancer. Please don't. And this is water energy. This is I mean, it's specifically Pisces energy, but it's still water energy. It's you. Your fears are the only thing that can hold you back. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself. Don't let yourself be vulnerable. Work on yourself, but be vulnerable. Don't be afraid. Your most likely outcome: death reversed. Again, water energy. Cancer, I need you to really believe in yourself here. Don't hold back. Let it go. I'm not going to sing that song. I don't have the lung capacity for that right now. But, let go of this fear. You have all of this beautiful, beautiful energy here. This is a really beautiful reading right up until the only thing that's going to hold you back is yourself. And I don't really think, I think you're still not so sure that you are destined for this. But the flower crown here is telling me that you are. The Lover's card is telling me there are people out there who you're going to meet on this journey that are willing to help you. Now, this may be an actual literal lover, or it could just be friends, mentors, like with the Hierophant. And you have what it takes to pour into yourself. You're the freaking Empress and the Emperor. You're both. So I don't know what it is that you're holding back on, what you're afraid of, but this change is happening. And you don't have to do it all on your own. You can turn some of this over to other people here. With this Ten of Wands reversed and this Death card reversed, I feel like you're almost afraid of calling on other people to help you, and that's the change that the universe is really asking you to embrace. But look, it's all going to work out. I mean, even if you got the Queen of Cups here and then the Death card reversed here, I just think it's all going to work out. I think this change is inevitable. Like, you are going to be, parts of you are going to have to die in order for parts of you to be reborn into this, Emperor and Empress energy. And I think that's a process that you're probably going under already and is going to continue. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of this new chapter. It's a beautiful new chapter, Cancer. Oh, golly. On the bottom of the deck, you got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. You have to... first of all, I don't want you to work yourself to death. Whatever this is, if this is work that you're working on, and I think for a lot of you, just judging from the comments, that there is a lot of, it's ambition and work and stuff. You remember that there are other things in life that matter too. Love being one of them. But also, I want you to remember your self-worth. I want you to remember what I said in that first reading for you, Cancer. You're going to change the world. I firmly believe that. I believe that each one of you has the capacity to change this world for the better. You just need to let go of these limiting beliefs, and you need to not be afraid to ask for help when you need it. You can't change the world on your own. To go back to the Harry Potter metaphor, he had Ron and Hermione and a whole host of other people. I mean, he had Dumbledore's army for Pete's sake. Like, Katniss had Gale and the other one, Peeta. Was that his name? Frodo had Sam and the Fellowship. I mean, you don't have to be alone here. You can call on other people. You can call on the universe to help you in whatever this is. Just don't be afraid to step into your own power here. All right, let's end with an Oracle of Delphi card, Cancer. Let's end with an Oracle of Delphi card. Oh, blimey. That flew. What we got here? Yeah, musician. Shine, play, invoke, express. It's your time to shine, Cancer. It's your time to shine. Someone's telling me to do one more. I don't know why. But someone wants me. I want to do one more. Let's do one more Oracle of Delphi card for Cancer here. Oh. Maybe more than one. You got two. So we're going to have a total of three, and then three Oracle cards from the Seasons of the Witch deck. So maybe three. I mean, we started here with the Three of Cups. Okay. The Empress is number 3, third of the major arcana. I get the feeling that 3 could be a significant number for some of you. So perhaps this is, and then I mentioned what? Katniss, Peeta, Gale, Ron, Hermione, Harry. I just feel like 3 could be of significance to some of you. Perhaps it's time to reach out to, a couple other people to help you. Maybe you need a team of 3. Maybe pay attention, see if over the next week the number 3 appears in random places. Death is 13. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a numerologist. I'm not. I don't know a whole lot about numerology. So you may want to go ahead and look up what number 3 represents in terms of numerology and spirituality. I'm not going to sit here and lead you wrong and pretend to be knowledgeable in something I'm not. But I do get the feeling that 3 holds significance for at least some of you. Just want to say that. All right, Shapeshifter. Ruffle, cease, bewilder, shake. Yeah, you're destined to shake this world up. I definitely believe that you're somebody who can also code switch in a way. Like, you can appeal to different people, and you can speak to a multitude of people, Cancer, and I think that that's something that you need to remember, and that's a gift because it means that you have a wider sort of support team that you can pull from. And then we have Love Maker. Love, give, receive, be. Okay. Yeah, and again, the lovers here. I do think that for some of you on this journey, you're going to meet someone very, very special. And I'm so happy for you, Cancer. I really am. But I also think this Love Maker card is just speaking more generally about the love that you, Cancer, have to give to the world and how you can possibly change it. I just see such beautiful things for you, Cancer. I hope this reading resonated. I hope this helped. I love you very much. Thank you all again for helping to grow this channel and for being such lovely people in the comments. I've really appreciated it. I don't have anything else to say this week. So if this reading resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And just a heads up before we do go, I probably should have said this at the beginning. I did say that when I got to 1,000 subscribers that I would do I would come on live and answer individual questions. and I still plan on doing that. We haven't quite reached 1,000 subscribers yet, but I think we will relatively soon if the trend continues. It may not, it may plateau, and that's okay. But I will let you all know in advance so that you can, arrange to be around to watch the live reading. If you want to ask me a question, I'll answer it with the tarot. All right, Cancer, I love you very much. You take care. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.